So welcome back to UrbanQi Fit and our 30-day challenges. We just last week completed the app challenge, and we're now going to continue on with doing the push-up challenges. Push-ups are probably the most universal exercise that people are familiar with, and they have many benefits. I'm just going to read them because they're so numerous. I'm not going to try to memorize them. So. Doing push-ups obviously increases and enhances upper body strength, specifically the triceps, which are the muscles in the back of the arms, the chest, the shoulders, and the upper back, and the lower back, as well as the core. So we just finished doing the abs, so we'll be re-engaging the abs, but the focus is going to be the upper part of the body. It increases endurance, it increases functional strength, because it's a compound exercise involving the whole body. It improves flexibility and stretching for improving health and vitality in general. Believe it or not, it enhances cardiovascular system, and possibility of reducing fat might be involved there a little bit, depends on how intense you do the push-ups. And it does trigger the production of your own human growth hormone, thereby increasing the testosterone. And that's good news for the women because it also helps to reduce the incidence of osteoporosis. It decreases the incidence of shoulder injuries because it's now strengthening the shoulders. Definitely improves your posture, and it prevents lower back problems. So those are the benefits that one can accrue to doing push-ups. What we're going to do right now is I'm going to show you the easiest going to the most difficult, but the most difficult will be not as difficult as it could be. There are at least 85 variations on push-ups that I'm aware of. We're only going to do 4. Okay, so the first one, you're going to use the wall at home. I'm here using a door, and the idea is that you want to stand a distance far enough from the wall, so you don't want to be too far away from the wall, but close enough that your palms stay relatively flat against the wall, and you can stretch your arms out. The feet are either wide or together, and you want the palms to be relatively in line with your shoulders. You just allow the body to come in as close as possible, and then you slowly push back out. So we're inhaling as we're coming towards the wall, and we're exhaling as we push away from the wall. We're inhaling, and we're exhaling. So that's your initial modification. If you have been doing push-ups for a while, you want to start out this way perhaps. We go to the next option, which is you want a sturdy tabletop. I'm going to use the ledge from the window just to give you the idea, but you want a table that's against the wall, or one that's really sturdy that you can lean against. So this is my tabletop, and I'm leaning a little further than I do with the wall. Here I don't want to be over my arms, or my hands rather, I want to be away from it. If you can keep your feet flat, that's great. If not, you're up on your toes. Your arms are shoulder width apart. And once again, I'm slowly allowing myself to come down, and then I'm pushing. Now, because my air conditioner is in the way, I can't go as far as I want to, but the idea is that you're going to try to bring your elbows and your upper arms parallel rather than having them up at this angle, and you're going down as far as you can. Exhale on the way up, inhale on the way down, exhale on the way up. So that would be your second variation. In essence, you're graduating from the simplest to a little bit more challenging. And then we're going to do the ones that women are most familiar with, and that is called them knee push-ups. You want to place something underneath your knees so that they're protected. And here I'm almost in the position that I would be in the classic military push-up, in that my shoulders are over my hands. I lift my feet up off the floor
and I'm going to allow myself to come down and then push up. So I'm inhaling on the way down, exhaling on the way up. I'm actually just relaxing on the way down, and now I'm making the effort to push myself up. So that's the third variation, a little bit more difficult. And then we get to the classic variation of the military push-up, where I'm supporting my weight on my hands and my toes. I prefer to keep my feet together rather than apart. You can try either one and see what you're most comfortable with. My shoulders are over my hands, and what I'm not doing, what some people will do, is I'm keeping my elbows tucked in. I prefer that you don't do that. It's a lot more strain on the anterior deltoids. Instead, allow your elbows to flare out and come down until they're relatively parallel to the floor, or perhaps your chin or chest is touching the floor. And when you exhale, you push yourself up steadily. So I inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. And when I come to the bottom, I'm not actually stopping full stop. It's a momentary stop, and then I push back up. The reason that you see me going at the pace that I'm going at is so that you can recruit all of the muscles of the body rather than using momentum to cheat. People will use a ballistic momentum to try to push out more numbers, but they're not getting a quality push-up and the benefits from that. So it's better that you go slow and steady, because you'll get more benefit out of it long term. And you'll see in the outline that I sent to you by email that we're not really shooting for doing 30, 40, 50 push-ups. We're doing repetitions and then sets of repetitions, and we're building the foundation, the framework for being able to do quality push-ups. So by the end of the 30 days, you actually will have been able to do, hopefully, 12 push-ups in a row. All right? So enjoy. Look forward to starting with you this coming Friday. And feel free to also join in on the conference call-ins so that you can have your questions answered and you can share your experiences with us. Take care and see you soon. All right.